Are you feeling stuck or frustrated in your network marketing business? Let me help you avoid some of the main mistakes that I made when I first started in my journey. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 mistakes that I made so that hopefully you can avoid them, completely step over them, and then move faster in your business than I even did. My name's Jessica, and I've been in the network marketing industry for 7 years now. I have been building my high ticket business, which is my primary business, full time for the last 3 years. The first 4 or 5 years of my journey, I made a ton of mistakes. I was not successful in any company that I was in. I actually lost more money than I ever made. But over the last 3 years in my high ticket business specifically, I have made $1.2 million. I've been able to help create so many 6-figure earners, it's not even funny. I have helped over 120 people officially quit their corporate careers and step into this business full time. I have been able to coach hundreds and hundreds of women and even men in the network marketing space, and I have been able to just help so many people create freedom through this industry. So along the way, I have learned a lot of lessons from going from struggling for years in the industry to being a top 1% income earner, and I'm here to share some of those mistakes with you guys. Mistake number 1 is going to be focusing too much on the product and not the people. The truth of network marketing is that people buy from people. They don't really buy a product. Sometimes they do, but it is so noisy in the online space. There's so many shakes and pills and fitness programs and products and makeup, skincare, hair care. Like there is so many varieties of the same types of things that it's so much harder to sell a product than it is to build connection with people and build relationship with people and sell that way. People really buy from an energetic transfer. A lot of people are going to join a business because they vibe with you. So if we're talking about scaling your network marketing business, especially on the business side where you're bringing in business builders, it is going to be an energetic transfer. And so people aren't going to necessarily buy into the business just for the product. They're also going to buy into the business because of who you are, how you are as a mentor and a coach, what kind of community you have, what system and training you have in place. It actually goes so much deeper than the product. But what a lot of rookies are doing is just blasting the product everywhere on their wall. And this is a big mistake. I used to do this all of the time where I just became a walking catalog. And every time I posted on social media, it was just another picture of my shake, or it was another picture of an eyeshadow palette, or it was another video of doing a full face of makeup. And it's like, at some point, people are like, okay, I know what you sell. I get the products, but that's not enough for me, right? People join people. So we do have to really learn how to brand ourselves in a way that we have a mission of who we're here to help and who we want to work with in our business. And we're going to be speaking to those people specifically. So whether that is single moms who are looking to create income to be home with their kids full time, or it's working women who want to get out of the corporate hustle and grind and work for themselves at home, whether it's people who want to, create an income and backpack across the world. Like there's so many different types of niches and people that you can want to help in your business. So that's really what you're going to want to be focusing on, is those people and who you want to serve in your business over selling a product. So what I teach my team is really service over selling. Service over selling. Serving people over selling product. This is the number 1 thing that you want to focus on to actually drive conversions into your business. Mistake number 2 is going to be trying to sell everyone. This really goes back to number 1. They go really, really well together. One of the main mistakes that I see people also making, along with myself in the beginning, was trying to sell anyone and everyone. They are like, if they have a heartbeat, I can sell them. And I've actually seen a lot of network marketing leaders also teach this, where like, if they wear makeup, they're a customer. If they, wear or use shampoo, they're a customer. Like anyone who walks the earth is a customer. And to an extent, it can be true, right? Like my high ticket business, specifically my primary business, has a product that I feel everyone needs. It has a product that everyone could benefit from if they used it. But I know when I show up on social media to promote my business, to recruit new business partners, to sell my product, I can't talk to everyone, because once I'm talking to everyone, I'm really talking to no one. The way that your content is actually going to drive conversions into your business is by speaking to a niche specific audience. Like I was saying in mistake number 1, niching down to who you want to serve in your business. This is so important because once you're learning how to talk to a specific type of person in your business, that content is going to actually convert with that person. So what I really mean is that if you're trying to create content speaking to everyone, it's going to go over everyone's head because people buy from an emotional place. People buy because you trigger a response inside of them that they relate to. But if you're speaking so broad that you're speaking to everyone, no one is going to be triggered to actually take an action step on your content. So you have to niche down a little bit at least to talk to a specific type of person. So going back to what I was saying, if you want to work with corporate moms who want to get out of the hustle and grind and be back home with their kids and work from home, there's a lot of really specific pieces of content you can talk to within that to speak to that niche person. So when you're talking about things about, the hustle culture inside of corporate and scaling up the corporate ladder and, women having to compete with men and their pay not being as good and all these kinds of things that are very specific to that experience, that person is now going to relate to my content that I make speaking to them. So rather than, again, just speaking about the product or speaking like I'm trying to appease everyone, I'm going to be speaking to that specific person. So now that specific person can reach out to me and will be more apt to reach out to me because they feel like I'm talking to them and like I can help them. And that's really the goal. So again, you're not going to be talking to everyone because when you're talking to everyone, no one cares. No one's going to reach out. So a lot of people have this fear of if I niche down too much, then I'm not going to actually attract as many people as I would like. But here's the thing, it's a catch-22 because when you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. So no one is reaching out. It's not hitting with anyone. You're not hitting a trigger for anyone to want to reach out to you. But when you niche down, you're going to have people reaching out to you all of the time who are going to convert because you're speaking directly to them. You're speaking to their pain points, their desires, the things that they want, the things that they don't want, and you become the person that can actually help them and get them to where they want to be so they reach out to you, which is the goal. Mistake number 3 is going to be neglecting personal branding. And again, you're going to see this theme. All of these things kind of go together. So in the beginning, one of the big mistakes that I made was just being a product of the product. I was pushing products. I was only talking about business and the specificities of my business. I was talking about the products and that was it. I was a glorified advertisement, basically, is what it was. I did not understand personal branding. I did not understand marketing. I did not understand attraction marketing. So I didn't build my brand, but I didn't realize how important it was to really show my personality, my values, my story, and to be authentic with my audience. So as we're building our networks, we're engaging with people, we're creating communities. What I now know is that with business and people reaching out to me, they want to connect with a person. We have to, if we want to build our businesses organically, which is what I specialize in, so I don't do paid ads or anything like that. It's all organic. What I know to be true is that to build an organic audience, I have to build my know, like, and trust factor with said audience. And to do that, I have to get my energy across. I have to connect. I have to engage. I have to share my personality. Now, this is where a lot of newbies really get it mixed up. So when I'm saying this, that you have to share who you are and your story and your branding and all of those kinds of things, a lot of people are like, yeah, but I don't want to share my life on social media. I don't want to share about the things I'm going through and my kids every day and all of that. And that is not what I mean. Okay. That is a big mistake that other people also usually experience. When I am talking about personal branding and sharing your personality, I mean, going live so that people can feel your energy and who you are and how you talk and how you be. They can hear, you talk about your values and your beliefs and the things that are important to you and your desires and the things that you want to create. You can really share your story in an authentic way that is vulnerable, yes, but also doesn't give out like the nitty-gritty details. We don't need to know the nasty parts of the story or the parts that aren't important. It's sharing the message without sharing the mess. This is the same thing with branding and personal branding. We want to share our values and our personality with our organization or with our community so that people can connect with us, so that they can get to know, like, and trust us. But you can do it in a way that actually provides value to your community. Figure out your story. Again, the message without the mess. What are the things that can provide value? How can you get your energy across so that people can connect with you? What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What is important in your personality? Like most people who follow me, they know I kind of have a sailor's mouth. And I'm also very spiritual, but I'm also very transparent and no BS. Like you can get to know someone through their content, which is what we want to do. We want to create a personal brand with our own brand pillars, our values, our beliefs, and the things that are really important to us. Mistake number 4 4 is going to be relying on outdated strategies. So unfortunately, a lot of mentors in the network marketing space have not kept up with times. This is what I learned in the earlier years of my journey. People were not keeping up with the evolution of social media, with the evolution of marketing and network marketing and sales and affiliate marketing and so on and so forth. Being taught to do things like cold message or write a list of your friends and family, go door to door, do home parties, all of those things are outdated strategies that you don't have to use. Instead, what we want to do is we want to leverage attraction marketing, which again is sharing value, telling stories, connecting with your audience, engaging, building rapport, building your know, like, and trust factor, having good, strong calls to action so that you teach people how to interact with you. This is how we actually want to do organic marketing. So this is how we can create multi-million-dollar organizations online with completely free strategies. You don't have to cold message. You don't have to bug your friends and families to buy from you. I remember, you guys, back in the day when I first started network marketing, like, trying to get my aunt or my grandma or my sisters to buy product from me so I could hit a specific rank that month. Those strategies are just like, no, we don't have to do that no more, queen. Okay, we ain't doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to leverage real organic attraction marketing that is not just, again, being a product of the product, but it's building a brand, learning how to really market, learning how to convert your organic market into leads, how to do good calls to action, how to close sales. Like, we're going to learn the real skills that are going to help us build multi-million-dollar organizations without being spammy, without being salesy or pushy or, bugging our friends and family. We're not going to do that moving into 2025. Mistake number 5 is going to be not investing in personal growth. You guys, we cannot scale businesses like this without doing personal development in some way, shape, or form. This is what it's all about. This industry is about personal growth. It is literally personal development with a compensation plan attached. That is literally what this industry is. So we cannot negate and push to the side and ignore the personal growth that we need to have, whether that's with money mindset, relationships, communication, our own beliefs, manifestation, energetics. It does not matter. Like, there's so many important skill sets that we have to develop to scale businesses like this. We can't, like, the version of us right now who is not making any money is not going to be the same version of you that is going to make 7 figures. Like, there is going to have to be so much growth and expansion over that time, which is why you're going to get to where you want to be. So you can't just come in, think you know everything and kind of settle down. Like, we're always growing and developing. Just in 2024 alone, I invested over $120,000 into mentorship. That sounds like a lot, but that is going to convert and has converted into money on top of money on top of money on top of money. This is how we grow and scale businesses like this. So obviously, like, you may not be in a position to go invest 6 figures into mentorship. That's not what I'm saying. But, you can start with books. You can get into courses and some type of mentorship, right? There's so many courses and master classes that you can get out there for $20, $40, $100, $200, $300. Like, no matter the price point, you're going to be able to find some sort of mentorship or course or anything like that to really get you going into personal growth. There's no bad personal growth out there, really. Like, as long as you are developing in one way, shape, or form, that is going to get you closer to where you want to be. So I highly encourage you to invest in some way, shape, or form into personal development that makes sense for you so that you can always grow. And then know that this is never going to just end. Like, you're never going to just get to a point where all of a sudden you're like, personal growth complete. I am done. I am perfect. I have no growth to do. Like, no, this whole journey of life is going to be personal growth and evolution. I will continue to invest 6 figures on top of 6 figures on top of 6 figures into my growth over the years. I will probably, get into the millions at some point of growth that I'm going to invest in. We're just never arrived. We have never arrived. If you think you have arrived, your ego is driving the bus, and that is going to be the problem. So we always need to be investing into that to get really where we want to be. So the top 5 mistakes that you want to avoid are: 1, focusing on the product and not the people; 2, trying to sell everyone; 3, neglecting personal branding; 4, using outdated tactics; and 5, skipping personal growth. Now, remember, Mistakes are just lessons in disguise. Every quote unquote mistake or failure that I experience inside of my business, I don't even call it that anymore. It's just an opportunity for growth. Anytime I go through something that is challenging, or I feel like I kind of failed at, or I feel like I could have done better at, what I like to do is look back on that and think, okay, so what lesson can I extract from that experience? Why didn't it go the way that I thought it would have went? Why didn't it sell out the way that I thought it was going to? Why am I not getting the leads like I thought? Why did the sales call go like that? Why did the coaching call go like that? Like, I'm always looking at, if it didn't work in the way that I wanted it to or expected it to, what can I learn from that? So it's not ever like, oh, we're going through failure on top of failure on top of failure. It's like, I'm going through lesson on top of lesson on top of lesson. And each time I'm learning something new and I'm getting better and better and better and better. And that is the whole point of entrepreneurship, is to get better and better and better. So with these tips, you guys are already well ahead of the game. And by your willingness to even watch a video like this, extract some tips from a top income earner and be willing to like expand your mind. You're already doing, better than mistake number 5 of not focusing on personal growth, because if you're watching this, that's exactly what you're doing. So you're already 10 steps ahead of the game. If this video helped you, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with your team. And then comment below, like, what's one mistake that you have learned from in network marketing? Thanks for watching. Stay inspired, stay authentic, and I will see you in the next video. Next week, I will be sharing some of my social media tips to really skyrocket your business in 2025. Do not miss it. I will see you there.